Okay, today what we're going to do is repair the handle on the tailgate latch of my 2010 V70. Here's what the problem is. It will open just fine, but when you open it, the latch stays stuck upwards like that. You can't, it's hard to see. There you go, you can see it there. So the latch is stuck up against the outer edge. If you try and close it like this, with the button or with the handle, it's just gonna pop back up. So as a temporary fix, all you gotta do is remember to push that back down. Then if you use the button again, works fine. But that gets annoying after a while, particularly if your family members forget to do that, and then as you drive away, the trunk lid opens back up. So here we go. Step one, pop out the button. There you go. Unplug it. Step two, take this little latch off. Thingamajiggy that you take off, and then this pulls right off. So this just comes out, it's just a little rubber piece that fastens this in place. Step three is to remove the handle. It's two T25s in there. Fine. Handle comes right off, like so. Taking this T25 off here, and the same thing on the other side. This will need to get pulled out a little bit so that this can come out. And you'll need to do the same thing on this side. Just pull the plastic down a little bit so that I think this gets pulled down and slide out, I thought. There we go. And it's fastened in with these dumb clips. They often break. You can see them all there. I'm missing one here, so I guess I'll do without that. And then these slide into these plastic things, so you gotta, to put them back in, you gotta push upwards. Same thing on the other side, here and here. Now we have direct access to the tailgate latch assembly, or at least we should. And let's have a look how that works. This is the latch assembly. It fastens here, 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 and here. And if you pull the latch, pull the tailgate latch down, and so you can see that there. You can see the second one there, and you can see the other two there. So all I have to do is disconnect this. Disconnecting. Check. I don't need it, but let's see if it helps me. One. One. Two. I've taken it out of there. Taken it out of there. It did work well with the deep socket, but you certainly could do it with an extension. And now I've got these two plastic ones to do, which won't need a deep socket. These are 10s. as well, be careful. No, it's a built-in one. Two. There we go. Good. Does it fit? Oh, come on. Well, looks like I gotta take off my stupid license plate too. How annoying is that? One last connector you need to get rid of. It's this thing right here. And I think, let's see what that looks like on the new piece. Okay, so it's a clip. I think you just carefully take the yellow piece off, and then it should come off. Where am I here? There we go. Come on, get out of there. There we go, I think. Alright, so it turns out, you've got to take that yellow clip off. The yellow clip sits right there where my thumb is, but then you have to pop out the wire and the lead bit at the end. You can see that over there, and that will allow the cable to come out, which is the trunk release cable. Once that's out, once it's popped out of this hole, popped out of this forked plastic, then this can come out. So the trick is pull it away, pull it out, and then you've got the right angle to take. God, there's not much light up there, is there? It's difficult to film this, but you gotta pop the cable outwards towards the front of the car, and then you can lift the cable nub right out, and it comes out like that. Now, I should be able to take this right out. Oh, seriously? Take that off too? Come on. All right, it turns out I can't get this out without taking this off, and of course, good times. So I'm gonna get my Dremel out and create a flathead, and then take these out that way. Finally got that off. What I did was used a pick like this, really cleaned up the rust in those bolts, in those machine screws, and I finally was able to get a grip and use the impact wrench. So this is out. Should be able to take that right out, and there she be. So as you can see, this whole compartment here is not really serviceable. It is sealed. It looks like. Anyway, I might, but you can see the rust here. Look at that. That's what's causing the problem right there. The rust there on that hinge, which results in that being totally stuck. And if you open that up, you can see the rusted axle there. It'd be interesting to take this apart and see what's going on, and maybe you can fix it and avoid the $150 cost. We're putting any screws back on. Start by putting the cable back in. So basically you angle this so you can get the cable in the notch, and then once the cable's in the notch, now that this is in like this, probably makes sense for me to put the screws in to get a hold, and then I'll snap this into place. Okay, I've put the screws in. Now I should be able to push down on this, snap it in. There we go. And now I should be able to press that. There we go. That is how it snaps in. So to summarize, don't screw anything in. Put the new handle mechanism back in. When the handle mechanism is loose, you then push the cable end in at an angle diagonally. Then once the cable end is in, put these 2 bolts in. Where are they? 1, 2. That will allow you to push firmly down and have the cable assembly lock to the fork. Then you can put this yellow retainer clip in. So you're all done that way. Let's tighten up these 2 bolts. Is that my 10? Pretty good. Oop. It's 1. Oh, come on, get in there. Don't forget to plug the harness in. Get in there. There we go. Let's put the tailgate back on. So reinstallation requires you to lift this up as a unit. The clips here go forward into the hatch. There's one here and there's one here. The sides slide upwards and snap into place on both sides. Then you've got this screw, and you've got this screw, and you've got here 2 screws in here. Don't forget to reconnect your tailgate hatch button, and then that pretty much does it. So now all I've got to do is reinstall this as well as the license plate, and we're done. Nice.